Hey guys, Chris Graham here. I'm so sad to make this video. I don't want to make this video, but I feel like it's a good thing for me to get out there in the world, for me to say to you guys. And it's this idea that the album is dead. It's obsolete. And not only that, it's hurting us as musicians. I say this with a really heavy heart because I love the album. When I was a teenager and was going through typical teenager stuff, there was nothing like being able to put on a pair of headphones and listen to an album and just go somewhere else for a little while. I love albums. As a mastering engineer, I love mastering singles, but mastering an album is one of my favorite things. But here's the thing. I think that albums are obsolete and that the best thing you can do as a musician is to release a song a month instead of an album a year. I'll say that again. I think it's so much better for us as musicians when we release a song a month rather than releasing an album a year. I've got 5 reasons for that. The first reason is perfectionism. Often what happens when you're working on an album is you get stuck on a piece of that album and it holds up all those songs that you've been working on so hard or that you should be working on instead of trying to overcome a hurdle on one song. Typically it's, a bridge or a vocal harmony part or a specific guitar solo or a drum fill that you just can't get the right feel on. And you end up spending all this time and energy and pulling your hair out trying to make this one song perfect. And all the while, your fans are getting tired of your last album and they're moving on to listen to new music because it's really easy to find new music these days. Spotify's a piece of cake to find a new favorite band. And if your fans are moving on from you, when you release your next album, a lot of them will forget about you. You don't want that to happen. Number 2 is this idea that when you release a song once a month rather than an album once a year, you stay top of mind with your fans. This is super important and we can't underestimate the importance of staying top of mind with our fans. Number 3 is practice finishing. When you release a song a month instead of an album a year, you get to practice finishing songs. Finishing is its own skill in the studio. Most people get hung up on mixing, or they get hung up on arranging, or they get hung up on a specific part of the recording process, when what they should be doing is practicing finishing so that they can get better, faster, and stay top of mind with their fans. Number 4 is the fan feedback loop. The bands that are really, really fast up-and-coming bands right now are bands that are releasing a song regularly so that they can get feedback from their audience about what their fans like the most. When you're making music, there's 2 pieces. There's finding your own voice as an artist, and there's finding out what resonates with your audience. It's really hard to do that when you put everything you have into making an album and then hope that your fans like it. It's a lot easier when you can make a song this month, release it to your fans, get some feedback, iterate, get a feel for what is evoking emotion, get a feel for what is making your audience excited, what's making them cry, all these things, and use that as you make your next song. There's more opportunity to improve when you're releasing monthly rather than yearly. And number 5, and I think this is the most important one, some of the most common feedback that I get from musicians as they're finishing their records is that it was hard for them because they kept losing momentum during the process. I know this is hitting home with you as a musician, as someone who makes records, because we all experience it. I think that one of the tricks to building momentum is to release regularly, to release once a month instead of once a year. I think if you start releasing once a month, you're going to find that you get good at finishing, that you learn more about your fans and you learn more about what they like, and that's going to build momentum that's going to keep you making songs for the long run so that you don't opt out of this whole song-making home studio revolution thing. If you know a friend who's putting off releasing an album, if they're using an album as an excuse to not put their music out there and to get feedback from their audience, please share this video with them. If we as a community of creators and musicians make this transition, if we lean into it, it can be really, really healthy for musicians, for audio engineers, for producers, for everybody involved in the record-making process. And most importantly, I think it's better for the world as a whole. We have a chance to make more and better songs by changing the way that we make songs. So I hope this has been helpful for you. Please share it, please like it, please subscribe. I'll be making more videos like this in the near future. I'll be releasing them each week. Thank you guys so much. Have a great day.